Here we are for another two-man queue here. I'm just loving this deck, this armor deck. LOL armor is just hilarious. And I really like its game plan. I mean, I think it's got a decent plan. Especially after the changes, so we'll see. Alright, so we've got a lot of action if we can get a creature. Once again, about a 1 in 5 chance of drawing a creature here. Probably worth, let's see. We've got land, got a decent setup. I think I'm going to try it. It might be a little bit greedy, but we'll try it. Up against some kind of infect strategy, maybe? This could be just like the green-white get their deck. Guess we can just kind of feign the counter spell. And once we get a creature, we just go to town. Yeah, I probably should have gone down to 6 here to try to get a starting creature. Okay. Very weird, interesting Exalted deck. So down to about a 1 in 4 chance now of getting a creature. That guy is going to be huge. And I think here we can just go ahead and Bonds of Faith his first guy, or we could just DT it, I suppose. But I think Bonds of Faith is a little bit safer. Okay guys, here we are. Okay, still not drawing the goods. I think we do take a swing here. Pacifism is much less good against Exalted. This is gonna hurt. Definitely greedy on that keep. That was most likely incorrect. Okay, so there's our Geist. It's gonna be a pretty close race here, considering we're gonna be a little bit down on the gun. But now Ethereal Armor is going to be pretty huge. So here I think we just DT his Squire. Just to kind of get the jump on him. Unless he has like Liliana or something crazy like that. But I don't think he does. Now I think we just drop Curiosity. and try to win the race. Not sure what he's got here. Could be O-Ring, potentially Sublime Angel. Yeah. So, I mean, DT essentially still did the same job. It gave us a turn where he's not attacking. Unfortunately, he is going to be able to block. So now we just push as much as possible here. We really want him to block. Well, we don't want him to block, but we're going to try to force him to get interested in blocking here. A little bit of lag. Alright, so after a little bit of a Magic Online crash, I'm going to try that again. So we're going to do this and then drop Ethereal Armor, and I think we're just going to leave the Spectral Flight back in the off chance that he actually decides to not block. This guy's going to be huge. And kind of the reason we're not playing Spectral Flight is in case he does for some reason let him through, we can draw some cards into DT, hopefully. So he's going to try to get there, probably the Tormented Soul. And we'll see what he's got. If he has Sublime Angel, it's pretty rough. Otherwise, he drops us to like 10 with another creature. Alright, so he's got O-Ring. Probably for armor. Or Spectral Flight. Hopefully Spectral Flight. Yep. This way, if he gets into the Squire, we just laugh our way to the bank. But he probably just attacks the Tormented Soul here. So we drop to 11, and swing back, get him to 12. If we have, so we have a lot of outs actually here, because if we draw one of our 3 more Bonds of Faith, one of our 4 pacifisms, or 4 DTs, or 2 O-Rings, we just get his Squire, and that's pretty much a good game. And there's the DT we were looking for. This is going to be very, very one-sided at this point. We can actually just DT the O-ring, because that's funny. And then O-ring comes out. Then we DT his flyer, give ourselves Spectra Flight. And probably a second Spectra Flight just for good measure. And then our guy just gets absolutely enormous and probably one-shot him. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so Ethereal Armor is giving him +7, +7. So it would be 9, 11, 13, 17. Yeah, then that's game. Fun with DTs. Okay, so here we are. Tension Sphere gets Squire. Spectra Flight goes on Geist. And now we just kill him. And bash for 17, and that'll do it. Alright, so up for game 3. Alright, so up against Black, White, Exalted. Dramatic Rescue is pretty hilarious. Oh, I guess he just conceded. I guess that works.